more of The Couch after this. Stick around. Welcome back to The Couch. I love this song. Let me tell you about the birds and the bees. Maybe not, okay? I'll let Dr. Kit tell you. With her is our very own beekeeper. It is our very own Nisha. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Fred. My titles just keep on expanding each
know.
week. I love it. Welcome back, Dr. Kit.
I'm buzzing to be back.
So exciting. And you can feel the energy. Your outfit looks absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank you. I do wish that there were native bee outfits, though, because I am a big fan and scientist of the native bees.
Oh, fantastic. Well, any dressmakers out there, you can contact us and we can put you in touch with Dr. Kit as well. Now, you're a very busy lady, and evidence that you can have multiple identities under one person, so to speak. Because not only are you a well-renowned scientist, but you're also a performer. And you do circus in that performance. It's amazing. And you're known as Bee Babette.
Yes.
With a PhD.
Yes. I have a degree in the arts and the sciences, and I'm very passionate about combining the two. I think historically there's been so much separation, but both are so important for solving the world's crises. Science can tell us how we can solve these solutions, and the arts can encourage people to think and feel.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right. The right brain and the left brain traditionally are kept separate. We're either creative or we're academic. Why is it important, like in your scenario, to be able to kind of pair the science with the creativity? What do you achieve doing that?
Yeah, so I think it's so important to be able to encourage people to think how they can, change their own lifestyles to better conserve our environment and think about native bees and conservation and using the best available science. And I think lots of people think science is hard or boring or not relevant, but it is relevant to everybody. And how can we do this? Well, make it fun and flirty. And that's what I'm doing with the birds and the bees.
Yeah, absolutely. So the show is called The Birds and the Bees, and it's going to be at Fringe, is that right?
Yes, Fringe Festival. It's going to be at the Air Nightclub because I'm also including an aerial hoop performance.
Wow.
Hence the venue.
It's exciting. So you really are making science sexy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this show is very fun, very flirty, and it's all about the birds and the bees, the sex lives of plants. That's what pollination is, as well as the sex lives of bees, because I've spent many hours filming bees having sex, and I've
So we
learned
call
so
this
much.
pollination, don't we, in terms of the science?
The science, yes, the science of plant sex is called pollination, and that's so relevant to all our lives.
Yes.
And, if we want to save the bees, we need to make sure the bees keep having sex. And I think pollination is so fascinating, and so many people don't know the intricacies of it. But yes, that's what this show is about, making science fun, flirty, and sexy.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds like if there is an aerial show, we've got someone who is very credible here with a PhD in the area presenting. You're really making it palatable, aren't you, for people to sit down and think about these amazing natural processes, if you like, that you otherwise wouldn't probably know about or think about.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm always mesmerised because I'd never focused so much on bees until we had a few of you ladies on the show talking to us about that. So what else do we expect in the show? Can you give anything else away? I know there's an aerial.
There are giant placards of macro photography, including a scanning electron microscope image of a Venus. So...
Right, okay, so there's a little bit to discover at this event, which is very good. So the Fringe Festival, I'm sure everyone is aware of the Fringe Festival, but for those maybe few that aren't, why is it so well positioned there?
So the Fringe Festival is a celebration of arts, theatre and comedy, and that's what this show all brings together. Yeah. And it's celebrating arts that are a bit on the fringe and alternative. They're not your high-class arts, that they are so high quality, and they make people celebrate, laugh, love, and it's this beautiful community spirit celebrating, our local arts. There's also, international artists and artists across Australia, but it's also, a celebration of the Perth arts, and I think it's such a fun festival.
Well, I can certainly sense your passion. And for those out there thinking, oh, I've got a novel or an important way to put across and express a matter or an item, how much work goes into the Fringe Festival? Like, what do you have to, are you preparing for months beforehand, or do you put this show together all of a sudden?
Yeah, so this show has been in the works for a while. I first started as essentially a fun PowerPoint presentation that I presented to beekeepers in Townsville. And then I was like, people really loved this. I think this is a great way to bring pollination and native bees out into the community. And so I crafted, a script with puns. There's plenty of bee puns. And then I was also a aerial coach, and I was like, I'm going to create an aerial performance, and it all came together. So it's been years in the making. I've performed it at Wynnum Fringe, Adelaide Fringe, at the Rechabite, and I took a break last year because I had a baby. So
congratulations!
I'm bring it all back. So very excited to hit the stage again.
Well, I love that you found your true north. You've really integrated all of these elements of yourself. You were telling me before we came on as well that you went to a biodiversity conference at UWA. So you're really integrated into that academic community as well.
Yeah, I love science. I'm such a science nerd. I love our native bees, and I'm doing everything I can to research the best ways that we can conserve them, as well as use, the best ways to communicate about native bees to the public.
Fantastic. Well, Dr. Kit, where can we find out more?
So we can find out more on the Fringe World website. The show is going to be performed at the Air Nightclub on January 24th and February 7th. And you can also follow updates on my Instagram, which is bbabette_performer. And also I have a Patreon called the Beebabette, BEEBABETTE, and I will be giving some discount codes through there as well.
Wow, well, watch out for that. Thank you so much again for joining us, and we look forward to following you buzzing around. Is that Joe? And,
yes, much buzzing.
Much buzzing. Beautiful. Now, if you've missed any of that, of